I'm Ricky Webster, Director of Marketing and Communications with the NJCAA National Office. I'd like to talk a little bit about my time as a former NJCAA student athlete at Onondaga Community College.
Hi, I'm Mick McDaniel. I'm the board chair for the NJCAA, and I'd like to talk for a few minutes about my experience as a student athlete for the NJCAA. My experience with the NJCAA began really in 1984 when I wasn't sure at all what I was going to do after high school, but I knew I wanted to play at least a sport, if not a couple of sports in college. And I ended up choosing to play soccer and golf at a Division III school in upstate New York called Mohawk Valley Community College, and had a wonderful time there. We talk a lot about how important our coaches are, and starting as a student athlete and not knowing anything about what it was going to be like to be a college student, athlete, you really do rely on your coach, and you rely on them to make all your connections, and having your team support you during all those, the good times and the tough times, and your memories of your participation at that time. And to be able to do that for a living now, I've been the athletic director of Tompkins Cortland Community College since 2000, but I've been able to coach numerous sports. And the first few years that you coach or you're in athletic administration, you're just trying to not do any harm. You don't want to make any mistakes, and achievements and winning and things like that are kind of way off in the future because you're really just trying to do the best you can. And it's not until you start to learn the details of how hard it is and how much you have to plan for success that you can really start to focus on the student athletes and what the outcomes are really about. And that's for taking your student athletes and moving them from here to here. And I was blessed to have great coaches in my college career that really put us first, and they didn't care anything about what they were going to get or how much time they put in for it. But I recall that all the time now, and it's taken me a long time to remember those values and the things that I was taught at an early age about what is really important about building a team and being involved. And I've always tried to share that with our student athletes. I've tried to share that with fellow coaches and regional directors and Board of Regents members of the reasons that we are here and the reasons that we do this job. And the reasons that many of us volunteer a lot of hours is really just to make sure that we're building a good road for student athletes to continue on that we were afforded as NJCAA athletes. That many years ago, I knew nothing about how much work went into us showing up for preseason or getting us all ready to go on a bus trip. And now that I do know, I appreciate it even more. And I think that being a former student athlete in the NJCAA has made me, number one, appreciate what everyone does for a living, and also just gives me that energy and spirit to keep on continuing the good work of the people that have come, for years and years before I was ever involved.
So being a former NJCAA student athlete really opened my eyes of the opportunities in college athletics. Growing up being an athlete, you always see all the work that goes into what's on the field. You never know what happens off the field. And my time as a student athlete at Onondaga Community College in upstate New York, you really saw kind of the coaches that were doing all the side work to make the program run. Mm-hmm. It was very exciting to see that. It kind of opened my eyes a little bit to say, there's a different path you can go other than being an athlete. I think my time at Onondaga as a laser really jump-started my career into working in college athletics. I was able to attend school there, study the sport management program, and build off of that, and eventually got me a job at Marshalltown Community College out in Iowa. So, I really pride myself in my career path as an NJCAA student athlete up into an employee, and now in a position with the national office. I've had different titles and different stops along the way, but I think the most important thing I've learned about junior college athletics is the relationship building part. You go to school at a junior college and you're all there to figure it out together. You might attend and all of your teammates, they have no idea what they want to do, but you can bet one thing that they're all there together to figure it out. And I think that's one of the best things about junior college sports. There's so much work that these student athletes put in to get to that next level. They're really buying into the program that they're at. They're really buying into that mentality, and it just feeds off of their teammates, their coaches. And I really learned that at Onondaga. We had a lot of people that, all bought in together, and we still keep in touch to this day. And again, that relationship building aspect of, the community college, it seems like you might not know what you're getting into, but when you leave after 2 years or even after 1 year, you build those relationships that last a lifetime. And I pride myself in keeping up with those relationships over the years, whether it was former teammates, whether it was former, assistant coaches I've worked with. We still keep in touch to this day. It's all because of the junior college, route that we took.
Mm-hmm.
So I think being a former junior college athlete at Onondaga, like I said, just really jump-started my career, and I'm very thankful for the path that I've been able to take and the opportunities that have come along the way. And, I think the NJCAA guy through and through. So I really appreciate everything we've done throughout the years, and looking forward to being in the national office and growing off of that.